Okay. Okay, we'll go ahead and bring the Board of Works meeting to order. Were you both given a chance to read the minutes from the previous meeting on July 18th?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
I'll second. Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay. First we have an interlocal agreement with the county for some space at the Merit Center. So I think it's something that's been a work in progress. We've been sending back and forth from the county to us, and they've been making revisions, we've been making revisions, and I think Ann has it to a point where she's ready to have it signed to send back to the county, I believe, with some revisions.
Yes, it would be approved and an authorization for the mayor to sign on the city's behalf, and then it would be presented to the county for approval. Last meeting, a version was presented where it was discussed which rooms the Council on Aging was currently using, and in the memorandum of understanding, which is used as the basis for what will become a long-term 20-year lease, they have rooms 1 and 2. Those are now known as 1A, and 109. And 105 is in that general area and was kind of lumped in with that. However, Merit Center Board had approved their Council on Aging's use of that, but at a rental price of $5 a square foot. That was not encompassed within this, so that part has been changed and broken out. And then in terms of any additional revisions, it was further described what lots would be surveyed and portioned out as part of the conveyance to the county. So that encompassed lot 450 and portions of lots 451 and the lot south of 450 to the existing parking lot. And the county added one additional provision that would allow them use of the common adjacent entrance and parking lot for access to the property to be conveyed to the county. Otherwise, this is very similar to what was reviewed last meeting. So I would entertain a motion to approve the interlocal agreement for land acquisition and long-term lease of the Merit Center space, subject to the revisions I've described, and authorize the mayor to sign to present to the county.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion and second. Any more discussion? Tyler, I don't know if Craig's on the Merit Center Board, but the Council on Aging was using the front office space, and there was one little office off the side that another agency was using, and they moved out. So that wasn't part of the early agreement, and they want that space, but they want to pay rent for it. So that's...
And you have this memorandum of understanding that was signed in 2021. That was allowing them to have the lease for free if they did the administrative.
Right.
Correct?
Right.
And then that memorandum of understanding, I think, if they're not doing that, then they will pay rent.
Right. And so that's what...
That's what will be encompassed within the lease agreement that's currently in construction.
Right. Okay, so motion and second. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Okay.
Okay, so I will give you a clean copy of this because this one has all of the markings on it. But
so I'll sign it with the county, and then we'll see if they accept those revisions, and we'll go from there. Okay. You want to just keep these?
so do I have a corporation copy?
Give her this.
What?
Do you have a copy?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I had one for you.
That's all right. She can have mine. Okay, Kurt, I believe we have some...
Oh, I have 2 of them. And I just have to, or this is the first one.
That was what Clayton had, and that's what Ian has. Okay. So this is what we're going to sign here.
Okay.
And send back to the county.
Thank you.
I think it's code enforcement on 516 Niblick Street.
516.
And if I'm not mistaken, the owners of this are not from, they're from out of state,
I
or?
don't see anybody here from Fix Pads Holdings LLC
Okay.
in South Carolina.
Okay.
We've actually got a little bit of history with this house. This is the house has went through several owners over the last couple of years. This is the most recent owner. It's called Fix Pads Holdings. They're out of Lexington, South Carolina. Back in February 10th, actually, Fix Pads pulled an actual residential permit for a remodel at 516 Nitlick Street here in Decatur. They pulled a building permit and a mechanical permit for electrical upgrades and HVAC equipment. They did not pull a plumbing permit. On March 20th, a stop work order was issued. We happened to be in the neighborhood, and we noticed they had some of the siding, they were re-siding the house. And so we went up and was looking in the windows, and a lot of work had been done on the inside of the house. It was the plaster on the walls, the exterior walls. They had removed all the lath and plaster, which is piled up in the backyard right now, and they had re-drywalled everything. They had not called for one inspection for us to look at any electrical, any plumbing that might have been added, any insulation, nothing. So we issued the stop work order and sent them an abatement order and basically told them, or the stop work order we sent to them. There was contractors there the day that we issued the stop work order. We tried to explain to them why. Building Code Section 110.1 states construction of work for which permit is required shall remain accessible and exposed for inspection purposes until approved. As I said, all the walls would be re-drywalled. Technically, if you take a house or a building down to bare studs, it's considered new construction. So now you have to bring those walls up to code as far as electrical requirements and any type of fire stopping that may be required to the top and bottom plates. Below is a picture of the stop work order. On May 30th, code enforcement visited the property and found that this property is not being maintained and includes the following violations: dangerous or dilapidated structures, accumulation of rubbish, excessive weeds and vegetation. On May 31st, a notice to abate the nuisance was sent to the recorded owner. It was sent both certified and first-class mail. On June 19th, we revisited the property to check the progress in abating the nuisances. No progress was made. The structure is still dilapidated. A large pile of construction waste that's still on site, completely overgrown. On June 27th, final notice was sent to abate the nuisance, and notice was once again sent certified mail, first-class mail. On July 10th, code enforcement did a follow-up. The structure is still open, and they still haven't finished any of the siding. So if you look at the pictures, from first floor up, it's completely bare wood. They have an open gable and vent. We got birds flying in there. We got weather getting in there. They did mow the yard. There's still some weeds, but they still have a large pile of lath laying in the back with some other building materials. They were sent a letter to come here tonight, and as you can see, they're not here. So during this whole process, Brad has talked to these people 3 times. Aaron has talked to them on the phone 3 times. For some reason, they can't grasp the fact that they have to have us do inspections before they cover anything up. At this point, if we get in there, the first thing we're going to do is tear the drywall off the walls. Anywhere there's new drywall, I want that drywall down so we can look at the interior of the walls. This includes exterior walls as well. Normally we do an insulation and vapor barrier inspection before they cover the drywall. But at this point, we're looking to abate the nuisances at the property on the outside. So what I'm looking for is one of two things to happen here. You either give us permission to go in and abate the nuisances as far as the trash and debris and the remaining weeds, or we have legal send a letter. Personally, I'd rather go in and abate the nuisance because the neighbors have stared at this pile of rubbish long enough.
In the communications that you guys have had with the owners, have they, I mean, are they talking to you? Are they, are they communicating with you, or are you just calling and leaving messages?
We're on our second person. In talking with Gerard, we got nowhere. In talking with the newer gentleman, and I don't remember his name, he swore up and down they were going to get a dumpster in and they were going to get a contractor to remove the waste. But this pile of trash has been there for 4 months.
Okay. When was the conversation with?
Months ago. Probably 2 months ago.
Okay.
But somebody did mow the yard recently.
Yeah, somebody mowed the yard.
Do we know if it was
Mowers sitting
do we know if it was a neighbor or anything, or
Show the weeds waist high.
what's that?
Previous pictures show the weeds waist high. So
Okay.
they are keeping the grass mowed. They're not doing any trimming, so they still
Yeah, if
have
you look at the second page, the lower right-hand corner,
Mm-hmm.
you can see the height of the grass in that location. That is not like that today. These are current pictures as of this morning. But there's still some weeds like around the pile of debris
Mm-hmm.
and around the back of the alley there, around some trees. And then the building materials still remain in a big pile out back.
I'd make a motion that we abate the nuisance.
And then just send the bill to the owner?
Yeah.
Second.
Motion is second. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks. What happened to the Board of Works?
Hey, Kurt, do you think we need to put a board up over that to,
I would like to at least get the holes sealed up.
let's do that too. Just a piece of plywood on the opening of the...
Yeah.
I can have the same contractor,
Or we can wait till
same contractor that'll remove the debris and board everything up.
What about it?
custom network stuff. That
That would probably,
I'll make a motion for them to board everything up that's open.
I
second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Okay. I don't know if it made a motion.
Give permission to close up the holes on the... Close up the holes on the...
The first motion I made was to abate the nuisance. The second motion Tyler made was to board up all the holes so that the birds and animals can't get in there and deteriorate that property
Is this a Board of
anymore.
Works thing? Or this be-
Thank you.
And I seconded it, and we voted
I
on it.
think that's how we did it in the past. I think we sent it to Ann too. Ian, did you get a chance to review custom net backstops agreement? Or not?
For the Kikianga.
I didn't.
We don't have it on the
that's
agenda,
fine.
but it
We'll
was...
just wait.
I
I had it and I just thought,
Is that what,
Jeremy sent. July 28th.
okay. I have it up.
But he didn't ask for it to be on the agenda,
He
right?
didn't ask for it, but he just sent it, so I didn't know if it was, if you guys were ready, since that was that part of the ARPA money.
Yeah, it's part of it, but it's also part of that patronicity thing
Oh,
too.
okay.
So that is until this week. So, okay. Anything else from board members?
Oh, that's lighting, that's not right.
No, is that it?
Yep.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the Board of Works.
I'll second.
Motion is second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed, same sign.